Alrighty. Time for day 16. Gotta admit, yesterday was nice and relaxing. Sorry that it took forever, though. Anyway. Here's the calendar. Told you I'd tape those pages together. So now it's time to remove day 16. And see what we've got from here. Yeah, okay, you can see everything. 16th December. Directly behind the icy stable, the door opens into a dark room. The contrast to the penguin enclosure could not be greater. After being surrounded by the bright, glittering ice crystals and the chattering penguins, you are now engulfed in silence and darkness. Only one small candle flickers on the opposite wall. You feel your way carefully into the room, barely able to see anything. Suddenly you hear a voice, but it's not Santa's. Now open door 16. Behind it you will find 2 riddle cards, P1 and P2. Oh goody. Just what I need. Well, number 16 is basically open anyway, so let's crack you up and see what I got. A melting candle is on the door today. Before I even look at these... Yeah, nope, they are entirely correct. A completely black room with one single candle and very, very easy to see detail. Doesn't light up much around it, though. Oh, Jesus. And I still wonder when those post-it notes up top are going to come into play. Anyway, P1. Well, finally. I thought you were never going to arrive. It would be great if you could leave the door open a little bit. Otherwise, I won't be able to see anything once the candle burns out. And that's black background written in white. Also, the words, leave the door open a little bit. Are highlighted. I don't know why, though. What's that? You can't see anything either? Well, that's because there's nothing in here. By the way, you read the code first below, then left, then above. Right, off you go. Get out of here. Huh. You can't see anything of those because there's nothing in here. By the way, you read the code first below, then left, then above. Right, off you go. Get out of here. Huh. Well, this does have a odd amount of similarity to the candle above it. But yeah, no, there's a... Yeah, no, the card's not lying. There's nothing in there. It is all dark. So, if I had to guess, is this where these post-it notes finally come into play? Because below the candle, there's the number 4. Left of the candle is number 3. And above the candle, the number 1 is highlighted. It'd be the only reason why they'd ask me to leave the door open a bit. But that doesn't seem likely. Nonetheless, number 4, number 3, and number 1. Which would put me down, upper left, and up, which takes me back to number 12. Which is unfortunately incorrect, so I am wrong. Yeah, no, there's nothing in that room except for the picture of the candle. But that looks suspiciously like the one above it. Am I wrong here? First below, then left, then above. Below the candle, the closest below the candle. Has the 4. Left of the candle has number 3. And above the candle has the number 1. Highlighted. In here. It's telling me there's nothing in here. And it wants me to leave the door open. Like, I can see part of the box below it. Like, Jesus Christ, can I see part of the box below it? On the outside here, but I'm not supposed to see that. Oh, it's not talking about the top of the box. It's referring to the icons on the box. The one on the bottom looks like a 3, the one on the left looks like a 9, and the one on top looks like a 1. That's why they want you to leave the door open just a little bit. So that you can actually see the numbers left behind by the broken candy and street sign. 3, 9, but still right on the 1 though, ironically. Which would lead me to down, left, and lower left. Which leads you to diamond, square, triangle, which is entirely correct. Not gonna lie, little creepy this one. Ironically enough, this is one of the few doors that I haven't been able to touch and destroy. Well then, I gotta say, that's creepy. Who's talking to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go for today's clues and solution. I knew I had to leave the door open. I guess I just didn't really figure out as to why. Because that wouldn't be a box, that'd be a door. That's my bad. Anyway. I got finally today's 16th December. A mysterious voice explains to you via the riddle cards P1 and P2 that there is nothing in this room that will be of interest to you. You should leave the room immediately. That's odd, but it also says that you should leave the door slightly open. What's that all about? You will need riddle cards P1 and P2 and the Advent calendar box. Second clue. Probably best to do what the voice tells you. Leave room 16, but don't completely close the door. Leave it slightly ajar. Now there's nothing else to do but look at it from the outside. Interesting, on P2 it says that you can find the code first below, then left, then above. Below what? You have nothing but a slightly open door in front of you. And finally, the solution of, oh, of course, leave the door slightly open and look at the front of it. Can you see the numbers? If you look at the lower edge of the door, you will see part of a gingerbread pretzel in the shape of a 3. Yeah, sure, that's gingerbread. That's fucking chocolate. Left is another pretzel in the shape of a 9, and above it, where there is half of a traffic sign, you will find the number 1. So the code is 391. And here's what the door looks like, just in case you couldn't see it properly. Not gonna lie, another fun one. Went a little harder than I should have, probably because I had the post-it note on the brain. Anyway, this might be a new record for me as far as this series goes.